This little vid is a response to Prince Vid's video on some new exploits in the game. I did want to show a new one. I thought he had figured mine out. He pulled up one of these little bad boys, and I want to show a new one because I thought more people knew about this, but I did discover it myself. I haven't seen anyone post anything on it yet, so could be a new and useful thing. I have used this in an online raid before, or when I was getting online raided, which isn't too common, but you know, if it happens, this is a very useful little trick. So basically, the way it works is, you know, you have your base, and this pretty much only works if you have 2 stories. There's no usefulness unless you have like a basement, like the trap bases as well. That's the one I used it in. But basically, the important thing is right here, and I might as well upgrade these. Hello? There you go. So just to show that this can be, it can be done on Twig, it doesn't really matter, but basically how it works is this can go halfway through, which means on the inside you can loot and transfer loot up and down stairs. Previously, before this was added to the game, you could only transfer it by having a box sticking through the wall, and then they prevented that. So pretty much now it was a box placed through a doorway, and the doorway was closed. But this way you can transfer up and down, and I found it very useful in some online raids where they were blowing in through the roof, and our main loot was on the roof, but we were online, so we pretty much just placed these, and you can place them down, like you can just put them here, and so if you're upstairs you can slap it down, and if you loot them from here you get the loot area, and if you loot them from just the corner where it bumps there, you get the submit button. So you can do both sides from one of these sides here. But I mean, that's not really important unless you're trying to make the sound, but you can just do it silently so the raiders don't know what's going on. But you can transfer loot back and forth. They can't, and from the outside they can't loot, right? They can just see it, or they can't even see it actually from this side. If I put this in the top here, you can see that. You're obviously not going to see it over here. So it's pretty safe. It takes 2 satchels to blow it up too, so you can somewhat leave it in there and it's fairly safe. But it's a great way for online raids and stuff like that where you can move loot. You can also put it in those hidden foundation hidden loot rooms below the floor. You don't need a ladder hatch anymore. You can literally just put this on the foundation area and drop the loot down below. And if you want to make it seamless so no one knows, if you feel like spending 2 satchels, like if you're on a modded server and that doesn't really matter, the stuff in your hidden area is more expensive than your 2 satchels, and you feel that's a worthwhile trade, you can just blow it up and no one would see it, other than the durability, I guess. That's still a thing, but there is no ladder hatch, so that's nice. But anyways, that's the vid. Just a quick little thing, and yeah, cheers.